Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's spend this hour well.
Okay, if you bring us in a little opening, that'd be good too.
Here. Sure. Just let me know, give me a cue when to start.
Okay.
And,
Nothing. Ready? You know. Okay. I should have brought the mouse. That's okay. We got it.
Got it.
Okay. Ready?
Pull it closer.
Well, good morning, Antelope Valley and beyond. Across the earth.
We're just going to drink in this delicious sound, aren't we? This is what we call sound therapy, isn't it, Jim?
Well, we had a new wrinkle to the show.
Wrinkle?
Wrinkle.
A smooth wrinkle.
Yeah. Let me show you. Kevin Herrera, a master jazz guitarist at the Guitar Center, and works a lot in L.A. and a lot of studio stuff, and works up here too. He's from here. And he has joined the show here. Let's take a little look at him.
There's Kevin in house.
how are you?
So, while he's doing that, let's do a little intro here. So, welcome to today's show. We're excited about today's show because we have some pieces that are really important. The Holland Ranch, we go out there and visit them. Of course, we're going to talk about Fork in the Farm at the winery, at the Antelope Valley Winery. That's coming the 27th.
Or is it the farm to fork?
What did I say?
Fork to the farm.
It's
I
farm
think
to
he's going to
fork.
run to the farm with his fork.
I got dyslexia. What can I tell you?
Farm to Fork is
Yeah.
July the 27th in the vineyard at Antelope Valley Winery, which we have been discovering. That's how we discovered Kevin Herrera, is he provides the music there for the atmosphere of the farmers market. Every Saturday morning, it launches at 9 in the morning, right there at 20th Street West and Avenue M, Antelope Valley Winery. I brought a couple of their products that I scored this time because
down a little bit.
Sure.
I will work to, I
There you
do
go.
work for food and live to eat and love to share the yumminess, don't we, Jim?
We do, and of course, we're going to thank our sponsors for today's show. That's Avon's Furniture, the only place to buy furniture.
Oh, best
And,
recliners in town. Every holiday deserves a recliner.
That's right, AV Florist. Chris Spiker brings us AV Nice and really is in touch with the community. We thank him a lot. Antelope Valley Christian Schools. There's summertime right now, but lots going on there with all these great kids that are graduating, getting in the world.
Yeah, it's just blooming our next generation from preschool all the way through high school, and just that solid foundation to enter into the world. Thank you.
Wayne and Dave's Automotive here in Lake has been here 26 years, and just stellar repair shop here in the Antelope Valley. Neat people, and he races cars too, which is really cool.
Classics, repairs, and restores classic vehicles. Right here, the Hope Eatery, where we sit. The Hope Eatery is our lead sponsor on the air TV out of Baltimore. We love you, Glow. Keep glowing us all the way coast to coast. Let's see, who else might love
A.B.
me
Camille's. A.B. Camille's.
Yes.
She's getting ready to move, make the big move, and what we've done for her is we've got an app on her phone now, on anybody's phone. You put in abcamilles.com and you can order right there. In the new place she's getting, secret, they're going to be a drive-through window.
Drive-through window for Camille's, and that's just such another level of convenience and service. And the apps for any restaurant or business, those mobile apps, is the next step for accessibility. Menus, delivery, pickup, you can do it all right through your mobile device, and isn't that breezy, easy, and delicious? A.B. Camille's Sidewalk Cafe.
Hey, home-based realty. They call it home-based because they work out of their home. I like that part. And Kieran and Jared doing a great job. Appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah,
And
it's
keep
the
it up.
Haskell team, that's for certain.
Yeah. Is that it? Who's that?
Oh, I don't know. Our list isn't in front of us, so thank you all. And we have a video today of Hair by Angel.
I think we would begin with that, aren't we?
You know, Jim's just looking really groomed, and
So, Hair by Angel, let's talk about that for a second. There's not a lot of people in the hairdressing world that get what's going on the internet. but she does. And she hooked up with us, and we went over there, and she started to trim Santa. I was looking at her.
It's just the beginning.
It
It's
is.
July. How many days till Christmas, Jim?
164 days till Christmas.
Yeah.
And
Pretty close.
what are we doing for Christmas?
We're gonna figure that out. We will know by August, I believe, where we're gonna be for Kitty and Santa this Christmas season. That's exciting prospect.
Well, we just aligned ourselves
Easy
with
and
Bass Pro Shops, who my goodness, and we're not going to let it go yet. But the one we're going to is 140,000 square feet.
Well, Gina Bacon of Nationwide Santa.
Out of Las Vegas.
She looks out for us. Yep. So we will just let her do what she does best, and then show up, 15 toes of all between the two of us. And be the infection. That's what we want to be, isn't it, Jim?
It is.
Be the infection, be the virus. Just remind people that it's the resilience and the good company on the journey. That's young love, no matter what age you are. That is young love.
We're gonna begin this trek this morning by going to Hair by Angel and showing you about a 6-minute piece of me going through the grooming process. And what's unique about her salon, where she's at, is individually closed spaces. So usually it's 18, 25 hairdressers around at every time. This is really neat. Isolation, get you going.
Little studio.
And what's her motto? Her motto is, we're going to make you more beautiful. Right? Okay, everybody, we'll be right back with more of today's show, live from the Antelope Valley. By the way, 91 degrees today, and it's raining. And a good time to call Camille's for that free delivery and corporate lunch. Be right back with more after this. After this.
It's about the way it goes. Okay.
Come on. Why is this going?
Don't know. Good morning, everybody. I'm Martha Greenleaf. I live today AV, Young Love After 50, and practicing what we preach, Jim Greenleaf and I, the best pleasure, the treat, is to discover all of those around us. That, as Angel Mendoza would say, she makes us more beautiful. More beautiful. This is Angel Mendoza, Hair by Angel. And here at the Chic Salon, Lancaster, California. Is this Palmdale?
We're borderline Palmdale, Lancaster.
Palmdale, yeah, because it's just south of Avenue M, 10th Street West, 12th Street West, the Chic Salon. What's unique about the Chic Salon is the individual stylist or manicurist, massage therapist. Each and every professional has their own little space.
A little studio.
This is Angel's studio. She's already been glorifying and beautifying me. It's a lot of work to do here. So today it's all about Jim Greenleaf, isn't it?
It is. It's all about him today.
Angel is a hairstylist, colorist, educator. How long have you been putting your hands in people's hair, Angel?
Many years. We won't go into how many, but more than enough.
Don't ask her how old she is either. I claim young love after 50. She's nowhere near that. Anyway, Jim Greenleaf needs a little summer grooming. We're already deciding where we're going to spend Kitty and Santa this Christmas. Jim's finally regrown some of his beard that needs some definitely touch-up work. And then that great head of hair he has, doesn't he, Angel?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Angel, being a hairstylist and a colorist and an educator, give us some of the highlights of your career.
Those highlights. Colorist, educator for more than 20 years. I specialize in healthy hair color, especially in this valley where it's dry, it's windy. I have special treatments, hydrating moisture treatments to get your hair back in shape, to make it soft and shiny and put some moisture back into your skin and scalp. And that's what we do here. Make her more beautiful.
With a lot of love in her heart. Yes. And you know the sign of a true professional? They make it look easy. She completely makes it look easy, and we know it's not. I know it's not, Angel Mendoza. Blooming where you're planted, right here in the high desert. One of our wildflowers for certain.
So, Jim?
Yes.
What are you going to do today?
Well, gotta think about Santa.
Okay.
And we got 6 months here, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
But we're gonna start molding and crafting, and I tried to help you out about where I'm gonna live with it,
Okay.
and as it comes out, and we want to trim the hair,
Okay.
obviously, and if you can maybe look half as good as you've made, Marva, I think it's gonna be okay.
I think it's going to be okay. Okay.
So what's the process here? What are we gonna do?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to, after we thoroughly discuss what we're going to do, after I think we've pretty much done, we're going to go to the shampoo bowl and we'll do a real nice head massage. We use a violet shampoo that'll help make Santa even brighter and whiter and get them all coiffed and ready to go.
And that's that purple shampoo, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Specially designed for that, right?
Yes.
Isn't it? Okay.
Made to keep the white white, take the yellow out, and make you more beautiful.
Well, Angel, I'm all yours.
Okay, let's go.
So I got my hair washed.
Shampoo!
And,
Shampoo!
shampooed.
Shampoo!
And massaged. Okay, hey everybody, so I've been through it, the coif, okay?
He's been coiffed.
I've been coiffed, and I got this going on, and it's got some style now. Angel, your hands are very tender.
Thank you.
Now that's important when you're a guy trying to get this done, because you know, it's not an easy thing. So I'll tell you what, everybody, Hair by Angel, look at this. It's incredible. Come and see what you can do. Give her a shot at you. What's the best way, if I don't know you, and I need to get a hold of you, what do I do?
Well, there's several things you can do. You can go to my website, and there's lots of information about my...
Which is right here.
Yeah, Hair by Angel, which would be this location right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's information about my services, my experience, the hair color I use, also some information about hydration treatments that I do for your skin and scalp, and some pictures of the studio and what to expect when you get here. And there's actually some pictures, and you might even see Santa.
Hey, you might see Santa. I'll tell you what I love that's unique about this place. Usually when I go somewhere, there's 18 hairdressers and 25
Yes.
feet.
Yes.
And I really feel this is personalized. And
It's all about you, Jim.
Yeah, but you made me feel that too.
Yeah, it's all
That's
about
important.
you. That's important.
So everybody, give it a shot. Tell them, Angel, Hair by Angel, you got to do it. And this has been Jim Greenleaf. I Live Today, Young Love 50, AV Nice, here doing Hair by Angel.
So before and after, Jim Greenleaf.
Hey, we're back.
All right.
How are you? Where's the music? Where's the intro?
It's right here.
Come on, work with us, Kevin.
Just a little bit more.
The stylings of Kevin Herrera on guitar. Who, by the way, we met. And, you know what? Let's give him a little time here. Let's do this.
Yep,
Well, there we go.
that could be a halo over his head.
It was. Okay, Kevin, thank you. Can't get him going, can't get him stopping. He's definitely a musician. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, great company on this journey. So at the Antelope Valley Winery.
Well, first of all, we'll recap. Thank you, Angel, and we're gonna progress Santa all the way through this.
Oh yeah, Angel Mendoza, Hair by Angel. You know, just crafting this beard, Santa beard. We have 3 months, 4 months. November the 9th is where we'll be at our Kitty and Santa location. So that
We're
beer,
leaving to go somewhere special.
somewhere
that's
for
great.
Yeah.
2 months, we get to
Vacation.
just remind people the generosity of spirit. It's not about the presents. It's not about the accumulation of presents.
It's about how many newborns you hold.
Oh, it's about being fully present, is what it is. Just to be fully present with one another. And then blooming where you're planted, which is what we do here in the high desert.
Now, let's talk about local and how we believe that the way this country is going to come back to a secure destination is going to be through local.
Local
Buying
sustainability.
local.
And you know, when Jim and I hooked up 2 years ago
Seems
now,
like just yesterday.
2.5 years ago, it was the common mindfulness of local living. I love the
Oh.
concept of local living, promoting our local businesses, sustainability, just simply blooming where we're planted. And then as we align together, it has just spilled into discovering the amazing stars in this desert, from NASA, Infinity and Beyond, and Stu Witt, which with the Mojave Space. So local living, and it said I have 2 local living deals right now.
Well, as a matter of fact, you went on last night, and so here's the deal about local living. These are deals that you wouldn't normally buy, but because of the value of the deals, 50% off or whatever it is, dude, you want to do it, and we love it. And so, what did you purchase last night?
Well, they're Nothing But Bling is an accessory store on the boulevard, and for a $10 purchase, I have a $20 value within their store. So I know I'm going to get a lot of bang out of their prices are so reasonable already, and their inventory is eclectic and unique. So anytime Nothing But Bling has a local living deal, I score that. The other is a massage. I love discovering the massage practitioners in our valley. And there's a fellow we're going to go discover if he is.
But it's like $70 to $100, right?
Yeah, oh, usually an hour massage is minimally $60, if not $100, 90 to 100. So you can easily drop some serious change. This need to be kinesiology. It's a fellow named Tom who's been practicing sports massage at least 40 years. And we want to go, I want to go and just meet him and experience his seasoned, experienced hands. Now that 1 hour massage is $25.
What?
Yep. $25. So it's so worth local living to check out their deals and to follow them along. It's food and drink and entertainment. They have roller skating coupons, and you just are able to skippity-doo-dah all around the valley and experience staycations.
That's right.
Summer
That's right.
fun. It's a great deal. Remember that?
Yeah. That's your voice. You're famous. Does that surprise you when you hear that stuff?
Summer fun.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. So back to the farmers market, because
Right,
tis the
which is
season.
every Saturday.
There's a farmers market on Lancaster Boulevard Thursday afternoons. There's a farmers market
Quartz Hill Friday afternoon.
Quartz Hill on Friday afternoons from 4 to 8, and then Saturday morning it's the winery. AV Winery has there from 9 to 12.
And the unique thing about the AV Winery is we really are gathering some great local people.
Well, you mean like Kevin Herrera?
I mean, like Kevin Herrera.
Hey.
And the 2 chefs that are going to prepare the food for Farm to Fork are on site there, and you can just taste as you're wandering through the market. Baked goods, organic baked goods, and goat cheeses, and lavender, and citrus, and the Holland Ranch, and Tangleweed Ranch, and the Organic Cafe, and Juice Rebellion. Rawbellion, I believe that one's called Rawbellion, which will educate us more about the juicing.
You know, one of the people involved in this community, not just community, but in the country, to bringing GMOs to front here, and for the Farm to Fork, and I did that right, Farm to Fork.
You did. That's
okay.
so.
Thank you.
Success.
Is the owner here of the whole eatery, Cheryl Hughes.
Yes. Well, you know, Cheryl and I, we've known each other. She's been in business here at the Whole Wheatery for 30 years, and I have lived in this valley for 26 years. And the first thing I did when I stepped on site was to find out where my organic food co-ops were, my supplements, homeopathy. I wanted to plug in to my support system when we relocated to the Antelope Valley, and it was Cheryl. And she has just been blooming, and we have just been this is the Mutual Admiration Society for 3 decades now. She and I have been aware of organics and GMO labeling, and she was involved with legislation, and we had Pam Larry,
Pam Larry, who was the instigator of Prop 37, right here,
and Senator Knight and Assemblyman Steve Fox.
Right here in the Whole Wheatery.
We understand the mutual feed of this great energy and this great environment that is an extension of Cheryl's whole heart. So we are very honored and pleased that she's one of our main sponsors.
With that in mind, this is the first farm to fork in the Antelope Valley. Last year, she took us and a bunch of her employees up to Tehachapi. And had a farm to fork there. And if you haven't ever experienced this, here's what's great about it. And Kevin's going to really add to the texture of this, is that this takes place in the field, in the grape field. We're sitting with the grapes.
The vineyard.
The vineyard. And it's in the evening as the dusk goes down, and we're going to have AV wines paired with the different meals. And, you know, one of the things they do out there at the AV Winery is the buffalo and
the bison and the buffalo is going to be part of the menu, and the wine pairings. The Donato family has just been seasoning their vineyard and Antelope Valley Winery, and their buffalo. They have a herd of buffalo that they process, and that'll be part of it. Holland Ranch, their produce. Eric Holland is the rock and roll king of tomatoes.
70 different kinds of tomatoes out there.
You're going to want to know your tomato king in the valley. So the menu is just going to be stellar all the way through. Tehachapi's last year, it was the Ostrich Ranch. It was such a great community.
Mosner's.
Yeah, collaboration and the summer nights. You know, here in the desert, I'm from the south, from a very humid mosquito environment. And what keeps me right here in the high desert is that early morning and evening's dusk are the most beautiful and mosquito-free.
I guess something more important than you.
Really?
Yeah. Hello? Good morning. We're on live. Chris Spike, are you coming over?
That's probably him with this fly that's buzzing.
Today's Thursday. We're at the Whole Wheatery, our pharmacy. At least 35 minutes. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
You see, people are calling because they can.
Yes, well, they know. They want to be involved one way or another.
So what have you got here?
Well, there's two. There's Ananda Marga is another small farm peach orchard, actually a yoga and meditation retreat up in Lake Hughes.
We're going to go up there, right?
We must. We simply must. So what I brought from them, along with their vegetables...
This is amazing.
It's their vegan pesto sauce and any form of... Well, here's just a raw, delicious meal for you. The vegan pesto sauce, zucchini, and you slice your zucchini with a potato peeler because it makes it very slender, long strips of zucchini. And you mix it with the pesto, you put in some fresh tomatoes, and what you have is a feast. You have that, and it's all raw. So there's no cooking that's needed. If you wanted to play with it from there, play with it from there. But the potato peeled zucchini is like a noodle. And then you just mix it with your pesto, add whatever fresh ingredients you want, and a bon appetit.
Now, it's just
that simply delicious. However, with pasta, and we're steering away with the GMOs, we're becoming more educated, there is a quinoa, which is a superfood, organic quinoa pasta that acts and behaves like your traditional spaghetti. And then this is a brown rice pasta, organic brown rice pasta. So you can really enjoy even a deeper flavor by experimenting with other forms of pasta besides the semolina is what most of the pasta is made out of flour. So check these things out. The other, as we were gathering our produce last year, or last Saturday.
Dude.
They were passing samples out as you wander the market, and you want to just enjoy the flavors that come in your direction. This is the fruit. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. The fruit.
Easy for you to say.
Da proofy, and it's like a marmalade or a jelly jam. But it's figs and spices, no sugar added. It's all just pure
Well, it's probably
delicious.
made somewhere in Europe or something.
No, it's a company right in Palmdale. It's Mama Vega.
How's that?
Mama
That's
Vega,
awesome.
right here in Palmdale, and she has a booth at the farmers market. So you see how we've only just begun.
Well, there's two things that I have. We have today for lunch. We're having tamales that we received out there.
McGuisto's
Yeah.
tamales.
We
are
started
out
getting
there.
one live there and had it warm. Now we're up to what, 12 a week?
You can get a dozen to take home for $25, which is a lot of bang for your buck with their tamales. So we're addicts of our own sort, aren't we?
And one of my favorite vendors there, I don't know his name, but he creates his kernel popcorn without the kernels.
You know, what is that, Kevin?
You know?
I wish I knew.
I
His
know.
guitar.
Jeez. It's like $6 a bag, and it's non-GMO, and your body can recognize it and enjoy it. And yes, you're gonna want a bag a week. I think that's reasonable. A bag a week.
Well, my problem is I can't get through Sunday night.
Well, and
That's
the
my downer.
grandkids too. That's the first thing they look for when they come over to the house.
Grandma.
Grandma
She wants
too.
that.
We know what we're getting everybody for Christmas. They can
Yeah.
each have a bag of this snack. It's absolutely delicious. We'll get the name of it. The name doesn't matter because he too is standing out giving free samples. There's white cheddar, there's mousse crunch, caramel, cinnamon.
Stop it.
I know. That's just the beginning. So there you go. We hope to see you out there
So
at the market.
8:30 you can get there, but 9 o'clock officially till 12:30.
Mhm.
Come out because last week was the biggest Saturday they've had. Cleaned them out totally at Holland Ranch, and I'll tell you what, I love their corn on the cob, barbecue and their corn on the cob. And we did something I never did before. We had eggplant. Okay, we cut it, marinated it, and cooked it on the barbecue.
Mm-hmm. It's delicious. You just, with the eggplant, just cut it in half, and then you just make little slits on the flesh part of the eggplant. And then a balsamic, olive oil, chopped garlic combination. And you just put that on top of the flesh part of the eggplant. And then about 10 minutes each side on the grill, the exterior will become crisp, the interior will become soft, and it just melts in your mouth. Delicious.
Okay, now here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna go to actually you at the Holland Ranch, discussing everything
About the farm to fork?
About the farm to fork. Okay, but first, as we go out, we're gonna put Kevin on the line here, and he's going to give us a couple minutes of a tune. We're gonna go to the piece. When we come back, Marva is going to be interviewing Kevin about what's going on, because you know what, he's available out here to play. Right, Kevin?
Maybe.
If it's right, yeah. Okay,
Get out
so
his plan.
so enjoy the stylings here of Kevin Herrera, and then we're going to go in a couple minutes to the farm on the pork piece at the Holland Ranch. Okay. This means you, Kevin.
morning in the high desert, Lancaster, California, Antelope Valley. We are discovering more of the stars of the desert, including the rooster in the background, right here in the dirt of Holland Ranch. This is Eric Holland and Cherie Holland, and we want to know more about the farm to fork that's happening. We came right to you, Cherie. Tell us about the farm to fork.
Well, thanks you guys so much for coming. Well, this is our third season this year growing. Eric's doing all the work. I just do whatever he tells me to. But I had this idea that it would be so much fun, to have dinner in the vineyard with everybody, and all of Eric's produce, and a couple of chefs here in town will be coming. And we work together, Cindy and I, and the two chefs work together to plan the menu. Eric said, don't tell me about it, just do it, I'll grow it. So that was pretty cool. We're going to have a guitarist also come to play jazz guitar. And we're
Kevin Herrera, he's a local yokel too.
He is.
So a master blues guitarist is Kevin Herrera, and we've been listening so much to his contribution to the gardening, to the organic community, and just blooming well where we're planted. That's what the desert air does for us, is it blooms us so well. One bite at a time. We'll just enjoy a summer evening.
Absolutely.
Pairing with delicious wines at Antelope Valley Winery. That's the vineyard we're going to be sitting in, is the Antelope Valley Winery. Cindy Donato, the Donato family. Cindy opened up the winery 4 years ago for the farmers market.
I think it's 4 or 5 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been there
at
for
least,
3.
At least.
And just that warm, welcome community.
They're fantastic to work with. They really are very supportive and just ready to whatever we want to do. They're right there to support it, so we appreciate them.
Well, all of the hard effort, to me, all of the hard effort is worth it, every tear we shed, because of the good company on the journey. That's what I call it. It's just the good company that joins us, and we just want to contribute and just feed each other this amazing energy that's God-given, it's divine. And it comes through our food, it comes through our earth, it comes through our 2 legs and our 4 legs, and it's community at its best. July 27th is a Saturday evening. We've got wine pairings.
We do.
At the Antelope Valley Winery is going to be pairing their wines with the menu. And I've got my seat at the table.
That's great, yeah.
It's going to be fabulous. 4 courses. There'll be 2 appetizers with a wine served with that. And then there'll be the main course, which is the buffalo pepperdel pasta, which we're very excited about. The buffalo comes from the Antelope Valley Winery and their buffalo company. There'll be 2 sides with that. Also forgot, there's a beautiful farm salad that Eric's growing all the greens for.
We're trying to grow it. It's awful hot right now.
Yeah, greens do like it to be a little bit cooler, don't they?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! But you're guaranteed that if you find a caterpillar in your salad, you know it's freshly picked. Isn't that the truth?
And organic.
Yeah, and pesticide.
And
free.
organic. If there's a caterpillar in your salad, you're eating organic.
The dinner really is all about the tomatoes. Eric is going to be the tomato rock and roll king out here.
Oh yeah.
And
we love the tomato.
70 varieties he's growing, so that's what the dinner's all about this year, is tomato madness.
Yes.
Tomato madness. So as we wander the Holland Ranch here and get an idea of the diversity of their crops and what they bring to the farmers market, I brought my grocery list. There's even, now tell us about the organic cheeses, the goat milk, the butter. Is that you guys, or do you collaborate on that as well?
We work with Spring Hill Organic Jersey cheese and butter down up in Petaluma, California. We get a delivery. Eric goes up to Oxnard and picks it up for us. That's where they meet us every week. And it's certified organic, and it's all done, and it's kind of a one-stop shop. The gentleman owns the farm, the cattle, and the creamery, so it's all done in one place. Pretty wonderful stuff.
Pretty good, especially them garlic curds.
Oh, I'm telling you, I work for food, I live to eat, and it is delicious one day at a time. Come join us, Farm to Fork, July 27th. Get to know your neighbors. You want to know who's helping to bloom us all well. Thank you. Good morning in the high desert, Lancaster, California, Antelope.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Let's go over. Get in there.
That's good, huh?
You
Got
see right
it.
there? Okay, like that. That's a great idea. Let's take this piece.
Deep breath. I'm just willing to let you keep on going, Kevin. Just keep on going.
Can I? Are you guys okay with it?
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
It can be quiet.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I never want to stop. I'm sorry.
well, and we don't
It's a
want you
musician
to
thing.
stop. Yeah, and I bet you really probably the only thing that makes you stop is you work up an appetite.
I do. Actually, I'm hungry for notes all the time. I mean, this is what you can tell.
Oh,
I
there's
just got
your
to eat this kind of stuff. This is my soul food.
What I was noticing is your sheet music was here and you didn't look at it once.
You know what? I play these songs a lot to the point where I just memorize the melody. But once I go to the chorus, if I'm improvising, I said, "What's the next chord? I gotta look. What is this?"
Good
But
job.
it's been. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, being a musician has been one of my dream come true. You know, I picked up the guitar when I was 10 years old, and then I go, uh-oh, this is what I want to do for a living. So it was a lot of fun. I loved it.
Well, you gotta find a way, don't
yeah,
you?
of course. I
But
gotta express
anything-
myself.
Well, and anything that draws us back to it, because that's what it
Exactly.
is. You know you're hooked because you just keep getting drawn back
right.
to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
And I heard when I bought my 12-year-old grandson his first guitar, what motivated me to do that. Hi, Cindy. Good morning, love. Is that when you have an instrument, you always have a friend.
This is my best friend.
There you go.
Exactly.
You can really express yourself and just transform.
Right? I mean, I feed her all the time. I bathe her, and I put her in the bed, and I, kind of cuddle her if I wanted to. It's just, it's my other half, really.
If you start to accessorize her, then we might want to fill in other spaces around you, Kevin. But there are worse habits to have, my dear.
Right.
And the fact that you are a musician, a working musician, and you showed up and brought your best self wherever you go.
Thank you.
Saturday mornings at the farmers markets, most time you will see Kevin there. So we do this thing called AV Nice, and Chris Spiker, myself, Jean Greenleaf, we know what nice is, and it's the generosity of spirit. Kitty and Santa would be pleased with you. Kevin Herrera, may I give you this AV Nice bracelet?
Oh, that is awesome.
It
yes,
is yours.
Please. All right.
And when you're around grouches, just flip the bracelet and remind them.
Look at that. Check that out. And I'll be wearing this all the time, especially for the farmers market and especially for the upcoming events that I'll be playing. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Farm to fork, wear it proud.
Farm to fork. Smile, and I'll be smiling all the time playing my beautiful chords.
Yes, you will, because this AV Nice bracelet is earned.
Oh,
and
thank you so much.
if you don't mind, a few more seconds.
No, not at all.
Anything else you'd like to tell the world, Kevin?
Hi, I'm Kevin Herrera, as you haven't known. But I'm just a musician looking for work, and these people are amazing people, and I'm very glad I got to know these people. And you know, just what we're all about here is just that we like to spread the love. Is what I've always been telling everyone. I love spreading the love out there and playing my amazing music. But what really inspires me on wanting to keep playing and do the stuff that I love to do passionately is because of these wonderful people here.
It's good company.
I love it. I love
We
it.
infect one another and we free one another. That's what love is. It's
Well,
freedom.
I'm free.
Free.
I feel
And
free.
it's one day at a time, too, isn't
Exactly,
it, Kevin? Because that
exactly.
little bit of hunger keeps us motivated. But mostly we're just blooming where we're planted. So enjoy, Kevin. This is just the beginning. And we'll be right back. Young Love After 50. Young Love.
Young
Period.
love after 50. Here we go. See ya. Thank you.
I'm here all week, folks.
There you go.
Bye.
Ken Herrera, thank you so
Wow.
much, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this is a new style, and I guess you're going to come back?
Maybe. No,
Maybe.
of course I'm coming
Maybe.
back.
Chris Fiker.
Hey, good
AV
morning.
Florist, AV Nice.
That's right. I was over there at my flower palace, Avenue J in Lowtree, and you gave me a call and said, "Dude, it's Thursday. Get over here."
Yeah.
And
Hello.
I got to meet Kevin, and he's going to be at Farm to Fork.
Oh, he's the entertainment.
He
So-
is the.
Now you never been to a farm to fork. We went last year to the hatchery.
I've eaten meals out in the dirt before.
I bet you have. I
But
bet
this
you
is
have.
soil. Now we're in the soil.
Well, not only that, we're looking at some really nice
Gourmet.
silverware and food and
Four
drink.
courses with the
Yeah.
drinks and a dessert. Save
Right.
room.
And we're getting most of our sponsors from iLive Today to come. And we'll be doing pieces out there and stuff. And the whole weedery.
We're at the whole weedery.
It doesn't say,
It does say the whole weedery.
but it doesn't say you, but you're right
This is,
there.
I got the gold cup today, I guess, because this is my 1000th cup of coffee.
It's your 1000th cup of coffee. So let me ask you there, Humpty Dumpty, or do I call you Huell Hauser?
Man, I tell you,
He begins every day
I
watching.
go to
Huell
the
Hauser.
shrine
He does.
No kidding.
and I just
Check
bring
that
him
out.
up and I watch him going around asking weird questions. Because
Yeah,
he was just excited about life and
Yeah, I mean, he was great. Actually, he went to my school at MI.
oh really?
And yeah, he was just interviewing everyone, but his energy and just himself was just incredible. I mean, I
So
thought he was
give
great.
me an impression because it's like, well, what do you do here? Or
Yeah,
tell me
yeah,
about
exactly.
this.
I mean, I was actually in class, and then he came in with the cameras, and he goes, "This is a class for guitar players? This is incredible!" And then he just points at me, and he goes, "What do you play?" I said, "Well, apparently guitar." He goes, "So how do you make that play? I mean, do you just put your fingers
How
on
do you
there
make
and it
that
just
play?
rings?"
You just put your fingers on it?
You just hit a chord, and wow, that is incredible.
I got two sick
Well,
puppies here.
well, tell me who you are. Give us your name, right?
Yeah. My name is Kevin Herrera, and I tell him about
Well, tell
myself.
tell the folks what you're doing here.
Yeah, I go to MI, and this is what I do. This is a great school. And he says, "You mean to tell me that you just hit this chord there, and it just How does that work? And then, I just tell him about the amplifier, and then he just kind of goes nuts, and then he...
You're getting him real excited right
I
now.
don't know that I have that kind of energy. It just goes, well, he's got a 30-minute show. We're trying to do 2-3 minute...
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, a little earthquake, but we're okay.
Okay, thanks for coming in between us there, because we were excited.
I know, you guys are happy.
He's got the Huell Hauser thing going really good.
Okay, with that in mind, Chris Weichert.
Yeah.
Unlike most business people that in the community would stay here in the community and work every day, every hour at that storefront, you actually went to Europe.
Well, we have some great customers that help support us, and we have some great employees. And you know what they were telling me this morning is they really feel trusted that I would leave them for 2 weeks to run the place. And I felt pretty good about it, too.
Well, good.
So I got to take a vacation like everybody else.
Outstanding.
And I went to England and Scotland.
Well, and you did. And tell me, Steve Kingsley?
Yes, my buddy Steve Kingsley, whose family was here since the mid-'40s, used to have a glass company over in
Kingsley
Avenue.
Glass.
There you go. Steve lives over in England now, in the Lake District. He said, why don't you come to the Lake District and hike around, and you could hike Hadrian's Wall. And I remember what Hadrian's Wall is, because I've looked at it before. But you start at one end, and you walk 80 miles to the other end.
2 weeks.
Well, we did it in about a week.
Right.
And stay in bed and breakfast at night. You could wild camp if you want, but I thought, if it rains every day, I really don't want to be outside wrapping my tent up in the rain.
Now, I know how much you love the glamour world, the Huell Hauser world, the video, all that stuff. And so you're in England.
Yeah.
And you're at a castle.
I'm at a castle.
You're at a castle.
I was at
in
a
England.
bunch.
I know. I'm talking about one particular.
Okay, I'm trying to.
I'm trying to lead us to the piece.
There you go.
Okay.
Lead away.
Okay. So you're at this castle, and all of a sudden you're trapped in a commercial.
Right. Yep.
Tell us that story.
Edinburgh, Scotland, and every day at 1 p.m. they fire the cannon so that the boats and the ships out in the harbor know what time it is. And right next to the howitzer cannon, there's a guy hitting a golf ball. And I thought,
wait a minute.
I thought, it's Scotland. Then I see over in the corner there's a camera, and they're shooting a commercial.
There's a full production team there.
Yeah, and so then they look at us, the audience, they say, okay, put the umbrellas down because it doesn't rain in Scotland, and we're going to put you in a commercial.
You know what's so funny? You learned in this commercial that you can be on the floor in no time.
Right, yes. So when the finished commercial comes out, there's no audience. I think they just did that. They were just messing with us.
Well, it allowed them to continue.
I want to go back to Scotland.
Yeah.
But what we did was in the crowd, there was a production assistant, and he gave me the whole story. And we used him as the intro. You'll notice in this piece that, are we setting it up? Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, hey, you're pointing the camera the wrong way. Do you have the sound on? No, he didn't say that.
Yeah.
But, he said, oh, you're doing an intro for the piece. And then he gives me the whole piece, and then afterwards he tells me where they're going to post the piece.
Plus you get some raw footage of them creating the piece. And then at the end of this piece, we actually play the 30-second commercial. And by the way...
That I'm not in.
Yeah, but so far, you have about 150 more hits than they do, just so you know.
Well, when they told me Scotland Home of Golf, I went to their site, and I thought, I'm feeling pretty good now, because they put these things out a year ago, and they've got 112 views.
Yeah.
And this is Scotland, this is Ryder Cup, 112 views. And I go, man, we were driving on the freeway and we got more hits than that.
So here we are. We're
that was a great piece, by the way. I love it.
Yeah. At Edinburgh there, where you were able to participate, and so it's a neat moment. Anyway, I'd like to show what you've done.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Thanks for putting it together the way that you did.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Come that way.
Yeah. What's going on over there?
Sorry, it's for like an intro thing.
Yeah.
This is for a Visit Scotland advert advertising the Ryder Cup. Scotland, the home of golf. So come to Scotland, where we golf all day, every day, man. We can't get enough of it. Even golfing at the castles.
In the rain.
No, man. It's sunny. It's great out here.
So every day at 1 o'clock they fire the howitzer.
Yep. Fire the gun. It's a 1 o'clock gun.
And are they always also hitting the ball out?
Okay. No. This is like a one-day special.
Really?
Yeah. This is. We got lucky.
Wow.
That's the closest I'll ever come.
Boom.
It's a mulligan. All right.
Can you keep rolling?
Oh yeah, you don't want any umbrellas in it. Yeah, it never rains in Scotland. Come on.
The sun off his head.
Cue the sunshine.
For Visit Scotland, the home of golf, Ryder Cup 2014.
Yeah.
You should be able to find 3 ads that'll be live in about maybe a month and a half.
Well, I'm going to tag my video when I go back to California.
Cool.
And I'll be right underneath you probably. You'll have 1 million hits and I'll have 200.
Sounds good, man.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for being in it.
You betcha.
Cheers.
That was fun.
Golf's more than just a game in Scotland. It's a way of life. And we're teeing up for a big one next year. Visit Scotland, the home of the 2014 Ryder Cup.
Where are you?
Where am I?
Hey, we're back.
I'm on the cutting room floor.
Is that cool or what?
What a joy to be there. That was one of those serendipitous moments. It was not on the schedule. You were there, and I had the camera, and I had the presence to go into my backpack and turn it on and take the lens cover off.
Now it's history.
It's history.
But you never know what's going to happen.
You don't know, and that's, those nice surprises. I guess even the bad ones are. Roll with them.
We make the bad ones good.
That's right.
That's what editing is all about. That's the magic word of editing. You take what you get and you make it look good.
Yeah. So that's a challenge for you being the editor because you weren't there, you couldn't set it up. You're hoping I did an in and an out and some B-roll, and that I turned the camera the right way.
Well, if you notice during the shooting, the crowd was reacting. The camera's a little shaky because you went from camera operator to living in the moment, which is okay.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of respect for the guy behind the camera. He's not just a quiet person.
It's not easy.
He's paying attention.
You're learning
he or
that.
she, yeah.
So we got some other pieces too we'll be showing.
Wonderful.
I really like the travelers.
Yeah, we call them gypsies, but I think a more respectable term is travelers.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a lot of fun too. That was another. I go there into the Lake District with Steve. He goes, "Hey, would you mind if we went to a travelers event?" I go, "What is that?" He says, "Oh, it's kind of like European gypsies, and they're trading horses, and all the wagons are there, and people are all dressed up. And they've all got mullet hairdos and tattoos. They don't wear shirts, and they're washing their horses in the river."
Right. I remember seeing footage of people checking the horse's mouth with teeth.
They were horse trading, and they were 2,000. It's just like, and they're all drinking and it's like they're in big circles, and you're going. You kind of almost feel like maybe you're invading their privacy a little bit. What are all these darn tourists doing around here?
Right, but quite the experience, huh?
Amazing.
Yep.
And this poor little town of Appleby, it's got to be kind of like Sturgis. You know it's coming.
Now, the deal is, you've done a lot of these kind of trips, kind of things in your life, but this is the first time you actually captured it.
Correct. Yeah.
Big difference, huh?
And like I said in the blog, it kind of reminds me of like going on the trip with the folks and like Dad with the Super 8, and okay, stand there, and the first time you realize you can move, and then who's going to watch 3 hours of this stuff, especially with no sound? It's stored away somewhere at Grandma's house,
Right. But see, now it's a lot easier. The technology has brought us here to where you can do that, and we can put it up, and it becomes history.
And so now I'm basically a grown-up, and so, I'm interacting with other people that have similar interests, and the things I'm doing, like you said, I want to go to Scotland. Everybody wants to go to Scotland. They think England, but London's a city. That's a whole different trip in itself. But out in the countryside with the green stuff and the normal people and the actual English people, and it's a one-on-one. That's what a vacation's all about.
It is.
Yeah.
Did you happen, Big Star, did you happen to see the myanimalvalley.com today?
I saw the thumbnail. I did not open it up.
You're in it. I mean, it's your piece too.
Really?
Both of us. But it has those two pieces, the interviews, the big interviews there, and then it has him with a whole letter that he wrote about what it's all about. Just amazing, but you're in it. And you know, I took and put that through all my NASA networks, through LinkedIn and.
Oh, for that Stu Witt up at Mojave.
Yeah, that's about Stu Witt Mojave. And thank you for getting us involved in that. You guys are pretty tight. That's a wonderful thing.
I just, don't get me started on Mojave, but that's like cutting edge. That's like state of the art, and it's in California, 25 miles from here. It's like they're sending people to space.
Here's what I told everybody at NASA that I sent this to today was the future of NASA is right here in the high desert.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. It really is.
Yeah, and it's wonderful also to see free enterprise and government kind of come together.
Yeah, something about billionaires that really nice.
To have 3 billionaires in 1 square mile of land in California, and it's not their residence; it's their working, their hangars.
I remember one point,
crazy-shaped hangars.
Stu actually got handed a $1 billion check. Amazing.
Yeah, he flew back home just to pick it up. He told us, the guy's on the phone. I guess we could tell the story.
Yeah.
I'm in Venice. He goes, oh, that's 80 miles away. No, Venice, Italy.
Mm.
Come here tomorrow. I have a check for you.
That's right.
He came home.
And what they've done out there is just amazing. The largest runway, widest runway in the world, with the largest hangar in the world.
Special made hangar for this airplane that's going to launch people up into space.
Huge.
In California.
Yeah.
In the Mojave Desert. So, even though we're sitting in LA County, it's Kern County. AV Nice is about Kern, AV, and Los Angeles, California. We're all.
Well, I'll tell you what's just going on right now as we're speaking. NASA is launching Sophia from New Zealand, our local crew that does all the NASA stuff, photography-wise, is there for 2 weeks getting this. But it's still ours. I mean, it's because of here.
I want to start getting the AV Nice logo on some of these launches.
Okay.
So when they shoot out from space, they see AV Nice.
Are you drinking this morning? 'Cause I don't know. It's not. Well, it's time to go, everybody.
Wow.
Anything else you want to say before we get rid of you?
It's really nice to meet Kevin.
Isn't he good?
Yeah. Oh,
hey, it's nice to meet you too.
By the way, he's a master guitarist at Guitar Center. Do you know how tough that is? Now, Guitar Center on Sunset. Do you go hang out down there?
Oh, sometimes, because I just graduated from Musicians Institute. That's up in Hollywood.
Right.
And, I kind of go around. And I wish I could play there, but you need a permit for that.
Oh, sure.
So
plus, I'll tell you, right next to the Guitar Center is Don Henley's Sunset Grill. The song he wrote, Sunset Grill, is right next to it.
Nice.
And last time I was down in Hollywood, driving past there, that song was on as I passed it.
Wow.
I was in Divine Flow, I think.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Okay, we're going to say goodbye, and we're going to go out to Mr. Kevin Herrera with the Romantic Jazz Stylings. I just make that stuff
I want to tell you, I'm bringing Loris to the farm to fork. She gets to meet him.
That's right.
That's going to be a big deal.
She'll make him autograph his back. Okay, he's dialing in.
Yeah.
He's a one-man orchestra. Okay.
I get to control my band here.
There you go. So we're going to go out, but thank you much, Chris.
No dancing.
Great
We don't
show
have a
today,
permit
everybody.
here.
Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. And here's Kevin.
This would be good for him. How about if we put you in a chair, shoot you from the back?
See if he's gonna go. Partner.